Alright, I will read you a few extra poems. First one in Icelandic and then a few translations as requested. Þroskalýsi. Einu sinni, þegar Elísabet Englands drottning var 22 ára, stóð hún snöggt upp af baðkari og teygði hendurnar svo hátt til himins í einhverju bjartsýniskasti að hún fekk sárt tak í síðuna. Hún smeygði sér stillilega í mjúkar teyjubuxur sem einhver hafði smyglað inn til hennar og lá fyrir það sem eftir lifði þess dags. Cold Shiver Oil. Once upon a time when Queen Elizabeth of England was 22, she suddenly stepped out of a bathtub and raised her hands so high towards the sky in some fit of optimism that she felt a stinging stitch in her side. She slowly slipped into a pair of soft long trousers that somebody had smuggled into her room and lay quiet for what remained of the day. I'm sitting in a public park, so maybe there's some sound coming through, but that's okay. At least it's not snowing. Sun knitted into the pattern across the breast. I have got yellow skin from the drugs, darling, but still feel I am lying weight-spread in stray grass with seagulls ripping up my flesh. Sorry, I'm not very used to these readings in other languages, but I'm doing my best. By the exit. Let's not sit so close to the door. There's a draft through cracks, and we have no defense when the new waiters show up and make the hinges screech on purpose. Let's not sit where we are told. We are 5, they are new, and it should carry weight that 3 of us are children. This one is called Weather Ship Lima, because we had on the weather report back in the day, we always had these reports coming in from Weather Ship Metro, Weather Ship Lima. They had all these names. Lima is a city in South America, but Lima also means, in my language, it means to glue something together, to stick something to something else. So I thought it was funny. Weather Ship Lima. Lima, weather ship on the whitewashed walls. Move the bed into the sitting room. Wait for calm. Pluck heather from the carpet. Wait by the phone. Pat the mysterious Drallon cat. Felt tip new oceans onto a globe. Lima weather ship on the walls. The warped interior walls where family photos would have hung. And here is murder story. The autumn decided not to leave, came back at Christmas. I put a shoe in the window and got a piano. But also this leaf of a birch tree, put it in a thick book that I had never read. See first now how familiar it looks. It has the same shape as your throat. And I could do one thing. I could place it carefully in your gullet so you could stop breathing without effort. A genuine Icelandic leaf, waver thin, is the most beautiful way to die, don't you think? And then the sweaters. This one is called Woollies. Maybe you will recognize the particular knitted sweaters. Milling about in their lopis sweaters, steady cardiograms on their chests, even backs, so that no one gets the untoward notion to despair. Okay, wait, I don't know how much to read, but maybe I'll just have this last one here. It is called Six. In Icelandic, six is sex, so it often creates confusion when I read this abroad, when I announce the title, but it simply means 6 as the number. All the way from Antuna Mihanovica in Zagreb to Ante Starčevica in Zadar, through several layers of white rock, even whiter fog, and trees I cannot name, I am accompanied by 6 tuba players. They rise above the straight-jacket geezer up front in the bus, and when I'm hungry, the grandmother of one of them sticks an envelope full of semen white sheep milk cheese into my speechless mouth. She's a hunchback, green scarf, holding bright yellow sunflowers. On the windscreen, crystal hats explode, long strips spread, and if I'm suddenly cold, I place my palms on the faded metal or on the tuba players' warm bellies. What days these are. Blinking signs show how cars can skid on the wet highway. I notice the sudden silence of my tubists, and we all look over to the side of the road where faded brackens lie thwarted under the top of a black sports car. I snap my fingers. The fatties start playing again. The corners of my mouth are still white. Oh, what fate. By a popular gas station, a few foxes with glasses have gathered, seemingly playing cards, but it is a delusion. Behind them, a brown bear makes sure nobody cheats. We laugh. From the gliding forest, a squirrel comes walking, also wearing glasses, holding a large, shiny heart with a golden ribbon fluttering, inscribed, "We only love in symbols." When a bearded woman shoves us out with a pink broom, dusk has descended on the symbolic zoo. We march across the parking lot, like a village of 7, en route to a funeral wake, at which point my mother phones, asking what this gypsy music in the background is. I say, life. White fog pours through bus roofs, and whenever I don't remember where I'm headed for, I snap my fingers promptly and... Alright, thank you for listening. I will see you in Ledbury. Bye bye.